Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I wanted to show this little booklet that I made. This was not my idea. I want to say that I got the idea or partial of this idea from 49 Dragonflies, like the concept of it. And I turned it into a tag booklet. I got the concept of the pieces in here holding these pages in. I'm not sure what she called it, but they're just little strips, and you can either use paper strips and glue, or you can use washi tape. But if you use washi tape, I suggest still adding some glue to it. So I wanted to show you how to make this, but I really wanted to make this so that when I do tag swaps, that I would have a place to put my tags at. So I did put, this is a tag that I made, but I wanted to see, and I always, when I do the swaps, what did I do? I usually do the size of the tags like 3 by 6. That's just like an estimate. So I thought, okay, let's do 4.5 by 6. That way, or a little over, yeah, 6. That way, if they're bigger, they'll stick up at the top, and it'll give it room for me to glue and stuff. So this is what I have so far. This was they wrote me a note, and I didn't want to show it. So what I did with it is I made a little tuck spot just in case I do another swap with this person, and I'll have an extra spot to put a tag in instead of taking up another pocket. So this pocket has two, one on the front and one on the back side, the two tags that I put in there. And that's what I did for each page. So each page has a slot so that I can put tags in. So I'm going to show you how to create this. This one, the size that I used, and I use scrapbooking paper, is I took 12 4.5 by 12 pieces of scrapbooking paper, which looks like this. 4.5 by 12. This is some leftover pieces, and that's what I'm going to use to show you how to make something like this. So let's get started. In this booklet, I'm only going to do 4. And if you want a front and back cover, make sure you add those 2 pieces in. I'm not doing a front and back cover. I am going to put this one in the front, and that's how it's going to be, just like that. So now this is the time, if you want this little notch, is to go ahead and cut it out right now. On this one, I am not going to cut it out. I'm just going to leave it. So let's start on this first one. So when you cut your scrapbooking paper, you're gonna cut it 4.5 and leave it the length of the scrapbook, the 12 inches. Then you're going to score it or fold it just like this to where it is now 4.5 by 6. So now, and you're going to do that for however many pieces. This one has 12 pockets. Okay, so there's 12 of those 4.5 by 12 cut. So there's 12 of those. This one I'm only doing 4, so here's the 4. Then I'm gonna take this. Here's my. Then you're going to need. Hold on that. Let's put that aside. Then you're going to need either washi tape or strips, and these strips can be out of your scrap pile, and you want them cut down 2 inches by 1 inch, because you're going to fold them just like this in half. Okay, so you're gonna fold them, and I have different colors here, so I'm going to mix and match. Okay, there's 3 different. So you're gonna need these. Okay, and it's just gonna depend on how many of these you're making. These are the leftovers from this book, so I'm just gonna take my leftover pieces and I'm just gonna go ahead and fold up the pieces that I may need. And you're gonna start with 4 pieces. I think that's, no, I'm sorry. Let me check on that. I have done forgot. Okay, so we're gonna have 3 pieces, and then we're gonna do two pieces, as you can tell, I really like these, and then 3 pieces. If you want them all the same color, do them all the same color. I'm gonna only need 4 sets of these. So let's do this one, since I have enough of it. Since I have 4 books, I'm doing it this way only to show you the concept of how I'm going to be folding these. So I'm going to put these to the side. Alrighty. And what we're going to do is we're going to start on this. Whoops. So let's move these to the side. I'm going to need those right now. So now we're going to take this. And you can use whatever glue you want. I'm going to use just my fabric tack because that's what I have the most of right now. And I don't want to use all my good stuff. So on this, now that you've folded it, you're going to glue this side, one of these sides, just like this. And we're going to do that for 3 of them. Okay? And make sure that you line it up on the edge of that. Make sure you have your piece open. So then we're going to have this second piece. And kind of try to spread them out. And you'll see why in just a second. Okay, now we're going to open this. Make sure that they're even. Alright. So, whoops, that one moved. Okay, so now we have that one open. Those open. Now we're going to close this one. And if you want, you can sew this together on the side if you want, but I'm not. So we're just going to glue it just like that. And that will form your pocket at this top when you glue it on this side and this side. So now we're going to take the second piece and we're going to open it and lay it evenly on that first piece that we had. Okay. And we're going to take two pieces now and glue it. Now, if you use the washi tape, guys, which it does work, or even the fabric washi works very well too, but just make sure you're putting if you do a lot, make sure you're putting some extra glue in there so that your book doesn't come apart. And we're doing the same thing, but we're only putting two this time. In between the three that we separated the first time. So I'm going to show you. Whoops. That piece didn't work, did it? Okay. So I'm going to pick this up and show you. So this is the first piece we did, and we separated it at three. Now we have the second piece, and we glued the two pieces in between those three pieces. So now we're going to do the same thing and glue it on both sides of the thing, on both sides, so that we can create that next pocket. Okay, so now we have this pocket, but this time, before we go to the next one, those three that were on that original one, that original pocket, this pocket, we are going to glue those three down to this pocket. So you're going to do the first one, second one. You're going to skip that middle one because we don't need it yet. Okay, so make sure you fold it up over pretty tightly. Same thing, pretty tightly. Same thing. Okay, now you're going to leave these two, because now you're going to take that third one, open it up, make sure it's even, right? Make sure it's even. And you're going to take the next three that we did, okay? Because it's going to replace the three we just glued down. Right? So, and you're going to do the same thing. You're going to put it in the exact same spot as that one that we just folded over, right? So that we have it looking like this. So there's your second one. And you can make cute little journals this way as well. If you just want the papers, just do the papers. But I thought, what the heck, let's do make it for tags. So now we're going to create the pocket on this one, so we're going to have to close it up. So let's do a strip of glue here and a strip of glue here. I did it 4.5 because that way it'll fit any tag 4 inches and smaller. Okay, so now that we've created the pocket and we have our 3 tabs and the 2 tabs, we're going to put this down, make sure it's even, and those 2 tabs we're going to glue down here. These 2 tabs, we're going to glue it down. Okay, so let's make sure this is even. Okay, so we have this, and we're gonna glue the two middle ones, the ones we didn't glue a while ago, just like this. Okay, and just like this. Now, the more you want, you just keep stack them if you want. Now, this one, because this is going to be my last one, I am not going to put middle ones in here, okay? I'm only going to close it okay? Because I'm not putting anything on the top. All right? Then we're going to glue these down. Make sure it is even. Okay? And you're going to fold them over. Okay? Fold it over. And fold it over. Okay. Now, if you decide at this point that you want a cover, you can still create a cover for this. You can just lay it on top of this. But I like this. Whoops. And this is the booklet. And if you don't like these, you don't want to use your scraps, then use a color that you want to use. And it lays flat, but you can decorate the front. This one I'm going to leave just like this. If you'll look at this one, I just added a piece of lace. Now, I did not glue this part. The lace I glued here and here. This part is loose over the binding of this. So I will show you this piece. All I did was cut the lace this color, and I glued it on this side, and then I laid it down and glued it on that side. I did not glue it here because you want it to be able to be flexible to open. So that is my little tag book, or pocket book. Mine was a tag book, but this one can be just a pocket book, and you can put anything you want inside. Now, you don't have to do pockets. You could just do pages if you wanted. If you wanted to glue these to each other, that would be pages, and then add different pockets or belly bands, and it could be a little ephemera book. But that's all I have for today. I hope you're enjoying yourself today, and I hope you're enjoying your crafting. Hit the likes and subscribe button to get more notifications, and I will talk to you guys later.